here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demo, swatches, and comparisons on the brand new Hermes Blushes plus Lip Enhancers. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know everything about this new collection from Hermes, then just keep on watching. We are here for the much anticipated Hermes Blushes and Lip Enhancers. I went ahead and stopped at the Hermes boutique and pick up some of them. Some of them I also purchased them through Selfridges. Right now, all of these blushes, lip enhancers, the brush, they are available not only at Hermes website but at major retailers. I will be leaving all the details of where to get them on the description box below for your convenience. The pochette is only available as of right now on Hermes website, and it costs $3,750. I wanted to take a look at it at the boutique, but they only received one and they didn't have it available. It seems like it was on hold for somebody, but they couldn't locate it. So if they are able to find it, I will make sure to put in a little video clip right here, insert, so that way you can take a look at it. Anyhow, friends, I went ahead and picked up all 8 blushes. Now, there are 12 of 9, but one of them is only available for Asian market. So it's an exclusive shade for the Asian market, which is like, oh, I'm so sad about it because I wish that they were all available. And the reason why I didn't pick up all 8 like right off the bat is that I felt like, I don't know, do I really need 8 blushes? And then I regretted it, and then I was going for a trip to California. And I just said, you know what, let me just contact the local boutique and tell them that I was going to go. I was supposed to go on Friday to meet them there, but my flight was on Friday afternoon. So with all the rush of everything, I wasn't able to make it. Anyhow, friends, here I am. We're going to do the cheek swatches, arm swatches, and we're going to talk about formulations and all the details about all these products right here. So this is the little bag. I mean, like, it's so fun to go to the boutique and shop in there. The people in there, they were super kind. I want to say thank you so much to Mariela. I don't know if she's watching me or not, but she was a sweetheart, and that's the boutique and the Miami Design District. Anyhow, friends, let's go ahead and get started with these blushes. And during this launch, Hermes also had come out with some lipstick cases. They are not the sleeves, they are little pouches. Now, I was able to take a look at them at the boutique. They are leather, they are nice, but they seem a little bit flimsy. I wasn't really impressed about them. And then there is also a mirror that has a attachment, like a cord, so you can attach it to your bag or, you know, whatever the case is. And honestly, looking at the mirror, it's made out of like a metal, like a brush metal. It's not like a mirror. I don't know, I wasn't impressed about it, but they are available right now at the Hermes website. Okay, my friends, so here to what we came for, to talk about the blushes. So again, they come in 8 different shades. Most of them, they are pink. There's some corally pinks. There's also some peach ones, some tan shades, and some rosy tone. 8 of them total. The price varies. I think Selfridges have them for $70 or $68, but in the United States they are $77 a piece. Now, you can find it in various different retailers. I will be leaving all the details where you can find them on the description box below for your convenience. And here it is, the Unicard. This is the way that they come. They are made in Italy. They have a shelf life of 12 months. It comes with 6 grams of products. That, if we talk about, for example, comparisons with other brands like say Chanel, the blushes come with 6 grams of product. As far as like the new Sisley blushes go, it comes with 6.5 grams of product. So I mean, it's right there, like what we expect from a luxury brand. Now, for example, Dior Backstage, they come with 4.6 grams of product. And then as far as the ingredients goes, second ingredient right here is talc. Third ingredient, dimethicone. Then we have other ingredients like limonene, citronelle, linalool, caprylyl glycol too, and it does have fragrance. And then another thing that I'm really excited and happy that many of luxury brands are doing right now is that their products are refillable, and this product is refillable. So say for example you just want to buy one and then you are like excited to get another shade, you can get a refill and then you can swap them. The refill is a lot less expensive. I think it's around $45–48, which is not bad at all. Okay, my friends, so let's just open this baby up and let's take a look at it. And here you go. This is the little Hermes box, and then inside, as you push it out, there is the blush right there. I mean, packaging is really beautiful, but I will have to say though that it's not weighty at all. I mean, it looks very fancy, it's like very pretty, but it's not heavy. This part right here is plastic, and then you have metal, brush metal, and then on the back you have the details of the product. I love that they kept consistent right here, and they kept this beautiful logo from Hermes. I mean, like, I just love all those details. And then you just open it up and there you go. There is your blush. The compact comes with a nice size mirror. Now if we go to the back, there is a pin hole, and that's for you to, when you receive your refill, there is a little pin that you can just like poke and then the pan will come out. That way you can exchange your shades right there. But look at the design right here. Isn't this so pretty? It has right here embossed Hermes Paris. Beautiful compact. I mean, so elegant, so chic. I mean, beautiful. The collection also comes with two different brushes. One is a travel brush that is made with synthetic fibers, and there is a blush brush that I decided to pick it up. It is right here. It is made in France, and it's made out of natural hair bristles in a specific goat hair. Now, they didn't said exactly which type of goat hair it is, but let me just show it to you how it looks like. So this is the way it comes, like such, with a protector. So let's take this out right here, and then on the very top it says Hermes Paris right there, and then on the other side, made in France. Now it's an angle brush. Now to touch, it feels soft, but not extremely soft, like say for example from Sonia G. I mean, this feels like velvet, like so silky, so beautiful. This over here feels, to touch, just a little bit more coarse, just a tiny bit. And then, I mean, size comparison right here. This is a regular, you know, like size for a blush brush. So we're gonna try it today. Now it doesn't feel pokey, it feels soft. But what I'm saying is not exactly the same type of goat hair that we can find, for example, at Sonia G brushes. Okay, my friends, so now let's gonna go for these babies right here. So I have the 8 stack right here, beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited for these. But first, let's take a close look at these beautiful blushes from Hermes. The new Rose Hermès Silky Blush is inspired by the texture of the silk twill itself. The new Hermès blushes, they are housed in an objet d'art designed by Pierre Hardy. The blush has a subtle fragrance that is created by Christine Nagel, director of Hermès Parfums, and similar to Rose Hermès, includes notes of arnica and sandalwood with hints of green tea. Let's start with the swatches right here. On my right hand side I have Rose Ombre 45, and on my left hand side I do have Rose Plume 28. This is Rose Ombre. I'm just gonna build it up right there. Let's do Rose Ombre 45. The blush has a soft matte finish. It really doesn't have any radiance to it, but it's not completely flat matte. It looks more velvety than anything else. I'm gonna build it just a little bit more. Then I have here Rose Plume 28. This one here has more of a white base to it. And I have gone ahead and cleaned the brush completely. There's no residue at all. This one right here is more pinky in tone. Now that I have you here, what about if you go to the lip enhancer? One of them, let's see, this one right here is Rose Abricot number 14, and it comes on the same packaging as the Hermes lipsticks. I do have quite a collection of Hermes lipsticks. I absolutely love them. It comes on this little box right here. And if you're not aware, Hermes lipsticks, they come in satin shades and also in matte shades. I have a few videos here on my channel where I do lip swatches too. Go and check it out after these. And now let's unbox this Rosy Lip Enhancer. Now the word rosy is not because it's a rose tone necessarily. Is the collection, like even the blushes, they're called the Rosy blushes. Okay, let's see right here. Oh, this is so beautiful. Just love it. And this is magnetized. These are also refillables, which I really appreciate. I love this color combination right here. This is beautiful. Okay, so you have seen a little short of me trying this baby right here, this shade. And let me just show it to you. Now, it does have a very faint fragrance, at least to me. So these lip enhancers, they are basically like a lip balm that they have just a hint of color to it. It just makes your lips feel nourished. They are a little bit on the thicker side, not super thick, and then it does have very little pigmentation. At least the shade Apricot, it does have very little pigmentation to it. It just kind of like perfect your lips, and it does have a little bit of like a matte finish. In other words, it's not glossy. It's not your typical lip balm that looks kind of oily. It's not like that. The next two shades on my right hand side, number 32 Rose Pommette, and number 23 on my left hand side, Rose Blush. Let's swatch Rose Pommette first. Another pinky tone right there. It's in Rose Pommette first. And now 23 Rose Blush. This shade is beautiful, kind of like a peachy tone with a little bit of white base in it. Now let's go for Rose Blush. Now let's try the Lip Enhancer in Pose d'été. I love this shade right here. It looks so beautiful. Let's give it a swatch. This is just a little bit more pinky in tone. Just a little more. I mean, like, super beautiful. Very lovely, mostly right now for springtime. Totally beautiful, but as you can tell, it doesn't go as corally as it looks on the bullet. It does have more of like a pink hue to it. Next shades, Rose Apricot 19 on my right hand side and Rose Tan 49 on my left hand side. Let's swatch number 19 Rose Apricot. Again, this one, you can tell it does have a little bit of that white base. Let's go for Rose Apricot. This is such a pretty shade, like an everyday shade. And now let's swatch the shade Rose Tan. And I'm building it up twice. Rose 10 is more of like a burnt terracotta, while Abricot is really like an apricot shade, like a peach shade. And now let's try the lip enhancer in Rose 10. This is the deepest of the bunch. This is definitely the deepest shade. It does have, again, that same rosy tone. Beautiful shade. I mean, like, if you are not wanting to fast too much with, say, a lipstick, with these, I mean, super easy. And because they have that kind of like matte finish, not super matte, but just they don't shine, just look beautiful. Very natural, super natural. And now let's go into the last two blushes. Number 54, Rose Nuit on my right hand side, and number 61, Rose Few on my left hand side. Let's first swatch Rose Nuit 54. Go with Rose Nuit 54. Now let's go for 61, Rose Few. This is a beautiful shade. Something very, very different. I mean, like, this is kind of like, to me, one of the ones that stands out the most. Next, Rose Few, number 61. Now that I'm completely done with the demo and comparisons of these blushes right here, let's talk a little bit about the formulation of the blushes. So in first place, they do have a very silky formula. The finish is a soft matte finish. I don't feel that they have a radiance to it. As you build it up, I'm able to see that they are more matte. And in fact, they are a little bit more blurring than anything. Like on this side right here, my pores, they look a little bit more diminished. And I really like that you have that control to build up the intensity of the blushes. They are truly beautiful. Now, if I talk in terms of the finish of it, some people had asked me, what about the Sisley one? The Sisley one are just like this, soft to touch, silky, but I feel that the ones from Hermes are even more softer than the ones from Sisley. Now, in terms of longevity, Sisley actually, they last for a really long time. I will have to report back on the ones from Hermes, but on silkiness is right there. Now on finish, the ones from Sisley, these right here, they do have a little bit of luminosity. There's no glitter, not a sparkles, at least of the ones that I have. Here I have the shade Coral. I also have Fuchsia, and they don't have any glitter in them. These right here are a little bit more matte and a little bit more silky. Now, as far as the fragrance goes, the fragrance is a floral fragrance, very faint, and it actually fades away right away. I mean, like, I cannot smell it on my face right now. It's not overpowering or anything like that. I really love the shade selection. I think they could have done a little bit more on the deeper area, but thinking about that these are buildable, I think, you know, you have a really nice selection right here. I wish they could have done a few more terracotta tones, but you have a fair share of rosy tones, coral, and peachy tones. Now let's talk about the lip enhancers. These are just your lip balm, but again, without that luminosity, that glossy finish. It actually just enhances the shade of the lips. I mean, all three, although they look a little bit different on the bullet, at the end they have the rosy tone of your lips. So you just have to pick and choose. I will say the lighter tone for those who have more fair skin, or depending on your lip tone too. The one that looks more like my lips but better is Rose Tan. Is the deepest in tone on my skin tone, and I love the simplicity of it, like how easy to use it is, how comfortable they feel. Now, are they long lasting? They are, like I said, lip enhancers, kind of lipstick but that lip balmy texture, so they don't last for many hours, but they are just so easy to apply that they are just so beautiful. And then as far as the brush right here, although this is goat hair and natural goat hair, is not as soft as, say, a Sonia G brush. This one right here is Psycho Photo hair, and it's one of the finest hairs right here. These are just like so soft. This one right here, again, it's not super hard, but it's not as soft, and if you bounce like this, it's not pokey, but you will find a few of them that are kind of like prickly in there, so I'd rather go like this, you know, like sweep a little. Definitely, I will say not necessarily a $100 brush, you know, it's less expensive if you get it at Selfridges, that's for sure, but I mean, a good brush nonetheless. You're paying obviously a lot for the name, and I mean, the craftsmanship is really nice. I mean, it is a good brush. Not the best brush on the natural hair brush selections that we have from Chikuhodo, Sonia G, and other ones, but it's still a good brush. And I like the shape of it too, because by having this slanted shape, it's easy to control where you want to put more pigment, whether it's, you know, on this area right here or on this area right here. And I mean, it gives more of a diffuse. And talking about diffusing, also the blushes, sorry, going back to the blushes right here, they were so easy to blend and diffuse. I mean, they really apply seamlessly because of the light texture. They are non-powdery too. They are truly beautiful. I mean, pick and choose the shade that you want. You will not go wrong. And as far as the pricing goes, for 6 grams, $70. I mean, if we compare it to Sisley, these are more expensive. Even if this has 6.5 grams, this becomes more expensive too. I mean, the packaging is not as heavy and as luxurious as I wish it could have been. I mean, it looks luxurious, but it's not as heavy. But at the same time, I mean, you don't want to be carrying, I mean, if you're traveling, you don't want to carry these, you know, big old bag right here with everything that is like super weighty. So definitely I like the design, and what I love the most too is that they are refillables, which that means that, you know, you can, I mean, I bought all the shades right here, but say if I ever have to get a refill, it's a lot less expensive. You just need one case. I mean, it's just a lot more convenient. And also talking about sustainability, I think that's perfect. Same thing with the lipstick products. I mean, any of the, whether they are the lip enhancers or lipsticks or, you know, the balms, they are all refillables, and that I truly appreciate how environmentally conscious is Hermes with all their products. I mean, even from the paper that they use for their uni cards. Now, I would love to know from you which of these blushes are the ones that are calling your attention. Let me know what is your opinion, which of the blushes look best on me. What about the lip enhancers? I would love to carry the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye bye.